it, I'ma keep a 50,000 condoms on my dresser. Yeah, you know that's lethal. This pussy isn't friendly, but I'll greet you at the door. Got them falling for this pussy, they texting, they want some more.
That is so personal. That's real personal. I have. It was out in the cold, and we was actually by like a field of cows. So we was hearing like a bunch of moves while we was doing our little dude. But yeah, I have. My favorite is Close Off. That is my favorite one. Out of all the songs I've done, that is my favorite one. The concept of the video is, how to explain this? There's this guy I'm into, like we've dated before, we've lost contact, and finally when we met up again, it was like love at first sight. Like before, I was like having this daydream about us being back together, pretty much doing what grown people do, the nasty. 7 or 8, I was in my room, constantly had to stay in my room. My room was like my peace. When I come from school, I have to go in my room. When I'm out doing anything, I come in the house, I have to go in my room, because that's where my mom sent me every day. So I got to the point to where I decided that I wanted to started off with poems, and then it went from poems to writing music. So from the age of 8, I always was in my room writing music every day, never skipped a day. Being lonely is really what made me write music, made me want to do music. It really is. It really is. And I try to juggle both at the same time. And it's very, very difficult, because I have to be a mom, take care of my kids, and then it's like with music, I have to have a certain amount of money to do this and do that. I don't have that because I have to take care of my kids in my home, so it makes it hard for me to actually have my studio time. It makes it hard for me to write my music, but when I finally do have that time, I do write. But it actually be hard for me to concentrate. Oh, my biggest influence, I have maybe 3 or 4. Number 1 would be Trina. Number 2 would be Little Kim. Number 3 would be Lil Mo. Number 4, Remy Ma. I learned from my mom the teeny tiny stuff like the eggs, the grits, basically. Everything that's hard to cook, I basically learned on my own just by watching. Difficult moment in my life was growing up without knowing my biological father. Well, I only work with a couple. I work with Blaze, I work with Ski, of course I worked with SWATs. Out of all 4, I could not really pick, because they're all the same to me. Like, they're really good at what they do. My favorite artist in the 229? Well, I don't listen to a lot of artists from the 229, but the ones I have listened to was SWAT, Baby Fendi. I listened to Contrail, some of his music. I mean, those basically the only ones that I listen to. I try to listen to everybody's, but I guess since I'm not popular, nobody, tried to interact with me on that level. So it is what it is. I support the ones that support me. It's just, I don't know. Life itself is depressing. I just can't stress it. First one I've had was with the guy from Waycross. I actually made a song about him too. But he had this female staying with him, and he was like, that's my cousin. I was like, okay, cool, you know, whatever. And you know, we was getting to know each other, you know, shit was going good, you know, I'm talking about going too good. Then he mentioned a threesome, so I was like, hold up. I said, hold on, wait, like me, you, and a third? And he was like, yeah. I was like, well, what female you have in mind? Y'all would not believe this. It's the same female that he had staying at his house. So I was like, you know, I thought you said this was your cousin. Like, nigga, this supposed to be your cousin. Why would you have a threesome with your cousin, my nigga? He was like, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the truth. That ain't really my cousin. I really wanted to punch this nigga in his face. Like, that shit right there, it pissed me off. So after that, it was like, the second relationship was with my girl's dad. I don't give a fuck, but that's just how bad it was with him. I really don't give a fuck. In the next 5 years, I see myself owning my own hair business, owning a restaurant. I see myself living in a bigger house. I see myself driving a better car. I see myself, no. I see my kids with a better future in 5 years. Oh, oh my goodness. My worst relationship. Who is that? Who is that? Oh, that's my son. But excuse me, had to burp. But I can't talk about that one. Let's just say if I want
But these niggas, I just fuck them, then I leave them. I don't cuff them, cause they easy. I know y'all hoes wanna be me. I get your check, hit checking your baby. Check your bitch on greedy. Swear got my shit together. Promise I'll never be needed. Jeopardizing these bitches like I'm the shit. Ain't no thinking twice. Call for queen, ain't no Mrs. Nice. Never scared if you wanna fight. Your baby daddy choosing cause he got it. Taste you get my slappy seconds cause I run it. Run it.